This is going to be a husky of a match. Match number 65.
Here we go.
Match number 65. Earlier this year at Kettering 2, they won Team 2612.
From Waterford, it's the Corsairs.
In that middle spot, Team 5697.
From Bridgeport, it's the Bearcats.
And Team 3536.
From Heartland, the Electro Eagles, your Red Alliance.
Down here on our Blue Alliance, last year they were a district chairman's winner. It's Team 4776.
Our host team from Howell, it's the Scott Spots.
In that middle spot, Team 2145.
From Fenton, it's Hazmat.
And Team 6081.
From Manchester, Michigan, my Digital Dislocators.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the lines, in 3, 2, 1, go!
Electro Eagles coming up the middle. Corsairs are over on the left side. First gear delivered to the airship is the Electro Eagles. Now they're going for some shots. There's 1, 2, maybe not. They got 1 to record before autonomous. Nope, 2. All right. Looks like we're all tied up on KPAs and rotors going to the teleoperated portion of qualification match number 65. Blue Alliance Digital Dislocators making their way. And here comes Hazmat out of Fenton up into the retrieval zone. And the Scott Spots, our host team here, quick like a bunny, have their and back again. We have our Waterford team, the Corsairs, pushing that gear on. Let's see if they can get it into the airship. There they go. Nice, smooth driving there. .5697 having a little rough time getting that gear on there. Just barely on there. Oh, nice move by the Corsairs pilot. Scott Spots back into the retrieval zone again. Hazmat down the far side in the middle. Now they move over to the right side of the airship. Got 51 seconds left to go in this match. .5697, that's the Bearcats out of Bridgeport. Playing a little hefty defense. Taking on a brute of a machine, that Scott Bot. Looks like they're all jammed up. We are now in the end game. Trying to get that last gear on. 22 seconds left. What do we got over there? Scott Bots are up for a climb. Ready for takeoff. Hazmat's there. Here comes 6081. We got 3 on the red. 6081 with 5 seconds. Should be plenty of time. Down to 3. Now they got to hold it through time 0. And no, baby, we got it again. A double, triple. Oh, yeah. Here comes our scores. Coming across the finish line and winning by a score of 307 to 282, the Red Alliance. Couple of reminders, folks. You got a Wi-Fi hotspot on, please turn them off. Well, here on the Ford Field in Howell. And if you end up in the top 15, be ready to be an Alliance captain. Number 15 if everybody picked inside of each other, could be elevated to the number 8 Alliance captain. So if you're in that top 15, have your student representative prepared to be an Alliance captain. Good pick lists. And somewhere around match 71, whenever your last qualifying match is, you need to report back to the robot inspector, Mr. Dan Katansky, to be reweighed, inspected, looked at, talked to, maybe have a cup of coffee. He likes custard donuts too, all right, to be eligible for the Alliance selection process to be in the elimination rounds this afternoon. So after your last qualifying match, quick like a bunny, back to see Dan, this guy with the epaulets. You know, Colonel Dan, right? Well, Captain Dan.
All right, folks, we've got match number 66. Let's find out what these mystery machines are all about.
Well, it's more of a penguin, I think.
Well, maybe they're going to fly through this match.
Nah, they're Grizzlies now.
All right. Match number 66. That was hard, Tom. Match number 66. Team number 51.
Out of Pontiac, Michigan, that's the Wings of Fire.
In the middle, 52-35.
From Chesapeake, Michigan, it's the Gears of Fortune.
They were finalists in Lansing. It's Team 302.
From Lake Orion, it's the Dragons, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, Team 4362.
From Brighton, driving their robot, Oswald Copperbot, it's the Gems.
They won the gracious professionalism in their rookie year. It's Team 5703.
From Midland, it's the Eagles crew.
And Team 5704.
That's the Goats out of Lansing. If you notice up there, Brian, we got a number 1 seeded team going against a number 2 seeded team.
Oh.
The Gems are number 1 and the Dragons are number 2.
Oh, this is going to be exciting.
It's always exciting.
Always exciting. All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
And we're off and running. Dragons going right up the middle along with their partner on the left side. Wings of Fire being the wingman on the left. Got one gear in play. The Wings of Fire pilot took care of that one. And the Blue Alliance puts their reserve gear in to get their center rotor going. Meanwhile, that Dragons out of Lake Orion come down, give a little love tap off to the 5704, the Goats out of Lansing. 5703, the Eagles crew from Midland, dropped a gear quickly. Now they got one, and they're off to the races. Here comes the Gems out of Brighton. Our number 1 seeded team right now. And Oswald, the copper bot, is on his way down to the far side. A lot of copper on that bot. And the Wings of Fire drop another gear up on the airship. $57.03. Oop. That was getting close. 72 seconds left in this match. Wings of Fire up to the left side of the airship, deposit their gear. Oh, it spun its way off. .57.04 back in for another one. That's the Goats out of Lansing. That is one of the simplest mechanisms I've seen. .57.03 and .57.04 on the Blue Alliance trying to get their way through. That sound, it gets us into the end game of all the qualifying and the elimination matches. You'll be hearing that sound all day. Here's the Gems over on the far side for the Blue Alliance. .57.04 doesn't seem to be moving. And up quick like a bunny on the Blue Alliance. The Wings of Fire climb again. There's a big surprise. Dragons are right there with them. They're engaged. .52.35, not going to make it. But the Gems counteract what they've already done. And here come our scores. And we lift off the playing field, punch through the cloud canopy, cross the finish line, and winning by a score of 255 to 202, the Red Alliance. And with that victory, that puts the Dragons in the first place. Their partners, Wings of Fire, jump into seventh. And the Gems drop to second. Still a good spot. Ryan, next up is match number 67. This is going to be a hot one. No, it's really, this thing's hot, man.
I got it.
Okay.
They got it as well. All right. Match number 67 down on our Red Alliance. Team 66.
From Ypsilanti, it's Grizzly Robotics.
Last year at Kettering 2, they won Team 5203.
From Stanford, Michigan, it's the Volatile Chaos Inhibitors.
And their partners, Team 6591.
That's the Stockbridge Panthers, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance. Last year, they won the Judges Award here in Howell. It's Team 3568.
From Linden, it's the Robo Eagles.
In the middle spot on the Blue Alliance, Team 5695.
From Redford, it's the heavy-duty Eagles.
And rounding off, rounding off that alliance, it's team 2834.
From Bloomfield Hills, currently in third place, the Bionic Blackhawks.
All right, looks like we're good. Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Follow KS inhibitors up the middle, trying to pick that gear out of there. No joy on that. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies come up the left side. Gear's already in on the far side. Got 2 seconds. 1. There we go. At the buzzer, it lights up. Bionic Blackhawks come in and grab a quick gear. But, ooh, that's a little collision there. Grizzlies coming in to deposit gear on the left side of the airship. Here comes the Bionic Blackhawks again. And moving again quickly, the Grizzlies out of Ypsilanti pick up another gear and deposit. Oh, they're going to snipe one out. Oh, you sneaky little robot, you. Grizzlies got a freebie there. Drop it on top. Oh, they got another one. That's a double sneaky Grizzly. Those Grizzly sneaky little robots, you. Grabbing that low-hanging fruit. Now they got to go work for a living. All right. Now they're going down. Oh, they're sniping another one off the Blue Alliance down at the other end. That's a smart robot there. Down to 40 seconds left to go in this match. Grizzlies are going back down for another. They must have deposited 1,000 gears already. They're a bottom feeder going into their own retrieval zone, trying to grab a hold of it. Here comes 5203 on the Red Alliance, Apollo Chaos Inhibitors. Grizzlies going up first. Big surprise there. Up and engaged. 3568. That's the Robo Eagles out of Linden. They're engaged on the Blue Alliance. Got a 52. They're stalling for some reason. 5203 on the Red Alliance. Follow the Chaos Inhibitors. We got a triple. Oh, yeah, baby. We got a triple down at the far end for the Blue Alliance. Here comes our scores. Up through the clouds, across the finish line. It was a close one, but winning by a score of 305 to 255, the Blue Alliance. And with that, moving into third place, the Bionic Blackhawks.
match number 68.
Let's truck on over here and find out what's going on.
All right, on our Red Alliance, team number 1.
From Pontiac, driving the robot Juggy, it's the Juggernauts.
Winner of last year's Creativity Award in Ann Arbor, it's team 5523.
From Grass Lake, it's the Robo Warriors.
And their partners, 2145.
From Fenton, Michigan, it's the Hazmats, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, winners of multiple entrepreneurship awards last year, it's team 3414.
From Farmington, the Hackpods.
Team 27.
From Clarkston, driving the robot Gold Rush, it's the Team Rush.
And 3641.
Driving the robot Bushido, it's South Lion's own Flying Toasters, our Blue Alliance.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And, we're good. All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go.
Juggernauts moving up the middle. Hazmat's dropping in a few of those KPAs over on the far side. There's Rush making it rain down in the corner. And a gear developed by the probably that would be the Flying Toasters for the Blue Alliance. Got that one. Let's see how many are going to count up there. Only 6 KPA on the Blue Alliance, 0 on the red. 55-23. The Robo Warriors out of Grass Lake trying to get that in there. And Juggy is in the corner trying to make it rain over there. Just a little bit off. Now they're starting to get a few into that red boiler. It's a 20-point game. 21-point game. 97 seconds left to go in this match. Hackbots out of Farmington over on the far side, trying to deploy that gear on the left side of the blue airship. Meanwhile, Rush delivers one on the right side. Coming up the middle is the Flying Toasters out of South Lyon. They're a bottom feeder also. They move over from the center over to the right side. Quick like a bunny, they drop it there. Oh, they sniped another one that was on the ground right there. Meanwhile, Team Rush out of Clarkston. They're making it rain again. Little change on that shooter. Got a lot of fuel there for them to use. Meanwhile, Hazmat out of Fenton comes all the way down to the retrieval zone. Chuggy's in the middle of the field, not moving. Who's that? Hazmat come down with another gear. Hackbots are in the middle of the field, jumping up and down for some reason, but it sounds cool. That sound, yep, we're there. We're in the end game. With that sound during all qualifying matches and the elimination matches. It only sounds cool for the Hackbots pop, jumping up and down, and it looks cool. He's hopping, man. And there goes Rush up with 8 seconds. They don't need much time. Juggernauts are back in the game, and they're in control. Got 2 reds, 2 blues. Hackbots did not make it. And here come our scores. Up through the cloud cover, across the backstretch, up to the finish line, and winning by a score of 282 to 268, the Red Alliance. Remember, folks, if you're in that top 15, you could be elevated into the Alliance captain position, so be ready if you're in that top 15. Also, after a match like 71 or so, when it's your last qualifying match of the day, to report back to the lead robot inspector, Mr. Dan Katansky, to be resized, weighed, looked at, talked to. He can be bribed with custard donuts to be eligible for the Alliance selection process. And right after match number 78, we'd request that you send one student representative and one student representative only down to team queuing down there by the Blue Alliance end. And when we got all 39 teams represented, we'll begin the Alliance selection process. Processes. What we do. The Alliance selection. Yeah, that's us.
All right. We've got match number 69 down here on our Red Alliance. They were finalists earlier this year in Ann Arbor. It's team 5530.
From Ann Arbor, driving their robot Larry, it's the Lawnmowers.
In the middle spot on the Red Alliance, 5238.
From Otisville, it's the Falconators.
And team 4840.
From Redford, driving their robot Carl, it's the Panthers, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, they were finalists earlier this year in Indiana. Team 5502.
From Jonesville, Michigan, it's the Cobras.
Team 2612.
From Waterford, it's the Corsairs.
And putting on like the fourth layer of clothing today, I'm wearing their jacket, thank you. It's team 830.
That's what the cool kids get to wear, Brian. From Ann Arbor, it's the Rat Pack, your Blue Alliance.
It's my steampunk Rat Pack jacket.
The rest of us can only try to be as cool as you, dude. I heard a green light.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the lines, in 3, 2, 1, go!
Charge it! Blue Alliance is coming on up. Rat Pack's over on the left side. They got the gear into the airship. Can they put it up there in time? They got lights lit on both of them. Got a 75-75 tie going into the teleoperated portion of qualification match number 69. Here we go. The Corsairs have a red, drew the penalty from one of the zebras here. Well, that's no good. There we go. Corsairs going back to deliver another gear onto the blue airship. Meanwhile, the Rat Pack trying to get out of the way. And 48-40 on the Red Alliance. The Panthers out of Redford trying to block it up. Quick like a bunny, the Corsairs are back again. Going past the defense of the Red Alliance and coming over to the middle of the airship. Now they elect to go over to the other side. Got a little robot barf down there in front of the boiler for the Blue Alliance. Corsairs delivering another gear. Now they back off. 55-02 on the Blue Alliance. The Cobras out of Jonesville delivered their gear, and now they're coming back. 48-40 playing the defense, just sliding back and forth down the white line. And here comes the Corsairs out of Waterford flying down the side of the field. Oh, nice move to get past the defense of the Red Alliance. Rat Pack coming up on the right side. And quick like a bunny, they drop another gear into the Blue Alliance Got a whole bunch of and try. Oh, nice move. Rat Pack's back. So is their partner there, the Cobrats. Rat Pack drops the gear. Cobrats trying to get out. Rat Pack's still there. Rat Pack still in a bad spot. Corsairs are coming up to the middle. Rat Pack draws a foul, but the Corsairs up for the Blue Alliance. Rat Pack still in the blue or red end. We got 1 and 1. Blue Alliance. All right, let's look at our scores. And winning this qualification match number 69, the Blue Alliance, 239 to 179. And with that, Rat Pack moves into 8th place. Corsairs move into 18th or 16th? What is it? 18th. More.
Hey, let's play some more matches. How's that sound?
Okay, just more.
More. Match number 70. Yay. Down on our Red Alliance, team 55-17.
From Burton, driving the robot Peachkeeper, it's the Engineers on Fire.
In the middle spot, team 35-36.
From Heartland, driving the robot Johnny Six, it's the Electro Eagles.
And team 56-88.
Oh, that robot's name is Dottie. From Pittsburgh, it's the RoboCats, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, team 56-97.
From Bridgeport, it's the Bearcats.
This year in Centerline, they got the Gracious Professionalism Award. It's team 201.
From Rochester, it's the Feds.
And team 6101.
Out of Ann Arbor, it's Strange Quirks.
Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the line. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Letro Eagles going up the middle of the field. Meanwhile, the Feds come up on the left side. Feds, let's see. Strange Quirk scores the gear for the Blue Alliance. Letro Eagles went after KPAs and got one. Now they're going in, going for a gear. Strange Quirks coming down. Oh, to get past the defense of the Red Alliance, and so does the Feds. Meanwhile, 56-97, the Bearcats out of Bridgeport working that left side of the airship for the Blue Alliance. And the Feds are hopping mad again. Strange Quirks out of Ann Arbor got a very unique little gear picker-upper thingy there. It's right on the edge. Can the pilot get it in there? Yes, they did. That's the Letro Eagles out of Heartland. A pilot doing a fine yeoman's job there. And the Letro Eagles out of Heartland back for another gear. I'm seeing nuts and bolts flying off of robots here. There's a few nuts. There's a loose screw there. 55-17 on the Red Alliance. That's the Engineers on Fire out of Burton delivering another gear. And 56-97 testing out the durability of the wall. Trust me, it's strong. 55-17 again. The Engineers on Fire. Back into the loading zone, or retrieval zone. Oh, they're circling like a buzzard wanting to. Feds draw the attention of one of the zebras. Looks like we got 3 red robots going up. Engineers on Fire there. Letro Eagles and the RoboCats. We got 2. Feds are sitting down here. Letro Eagles, They got the third one because the pilot was paying attention. They thought they had it. It back drove a little bit, and the pilot told him to lift that up just a little bit more. And I think he likes turtles, too. All right, let's take a look at our scores. We lift off from the playing field, up through the clouds, cross the back side, and up on the finish line, and winning by a score 287-255. The Red Alliance. Yay, Red Alliance. Oh, 55-17. That's the Engineers on Fire from Burton jump into 5th place, along with their partner 56-88. The RoboCats out of Pittsburgh move in the 9th. All right, I think this is match 71 where we're going to start having your last qualifying match. So you need to start thinking about going back and seeing Dan Katansky to be re-inspected to be eligible for the Alliance selection part of our show. And after match 78, one student representative down the blue end there for queuing. Report in. We get all 39 teams. We'll begin the Alliance selection procedure order. Top 15. Let's get ready to be Alliance captain. Top 15. Sometimes I feel like I'm a beast when I'm doing all this.
All right, folks, we've got a beast of a match coming up. Match number 71.
There we go.
On our Red Alliance. Last year they won at Kettering 2. It's 37-07.
From Brighton, driving their robot Craig's machine, the Techno Dogs.
Their partners, 55-38.
From Saginaw, Michigan, it's the Viking Bots.
And 60-81.
From Manchester, Michigan, it's the Digital Dislocators, your Red Alliance.
I got a District Engineering Inspiration Award last year. It's Team 1502.
From Chelsea, Michigan, it's the Technical Difficulties.
In the middle spot, we've got 1189.
From Grosse Pointe, it's the Gearheads. We're all Gearheads here.
And Team 4776.
Our host team from Howell, Michigan, it's the Scott Spots, your Blue Alliance.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Techno on the right, 6081 on the center. Both alliances got their gears up, rotators moving. Somebody dropped in over on the Blue Alliance side, some fuel, got an 83-75 game going to the teleoperated portion of match number 71. This looks like it's going to be a beast of a match. Scott Spot deliver gear from the after autonomous. Meanwhile, the gearheads out of Grosse Pointe coming down. And the technical difficulties out of Chelsea making their way back down the middle of the field. Scott Spot's giving a little love tap off to the Red Alliance there. The 55-38 machine, the Viking Bots out of Saginaw. Techno Dogs out of Brighton, quick to deliver another gear. Technical difficulties making their way, testing out that red airship. With all that Velcro underneath those steel plates, I don't think it's moving anywhere. Meanwhile, our host team, the Scott Spots, has their gear, and now they're making their way, and they catch the... Everybody likes hitting that red airship for some reason. Meanwhile, the Techno Dogs out of Brighton coming around. They like going over to that center lift station. The gearheads come around behind them into the retrieval zone. Got 67 seconds left to go in this match. Technical difficulty on the left side of the blue airship. Last minute to play at qualification match number 71 here on the Ford Field in Howell, Michigan. Technical difficulties. Bada boom, bada bing, they got that gear thing. And there they go, the Techno Dogs making it rain over in the corner for the Red Alliance. 60-81 on the Red Alliance. The Digital Dislocators out of Manchester, down to 34 seconds. We got a happy camper pilot up there on the Blue Alliance side. Techno Dogs coming around. There goes the Digital Dislocators. Still got 10 seconds left. Still going up. Down to 5, plenty of time. We got 1, got 2, got 3 on the blue. Can we get that third red robot? Nope. Okay, head referee Alan Bennett has got his yellow card in hand, moving over towards the Blue Alliance. He is awarding a yellow card to team 1502, technical difficulties from Chelsea. The pilot stuck their hand outside the airship and manipulated the gear. All right, you can put your hand out there, just don't touch the gear. This is an easy one to avoid, please. And here comes our scores. Let's take a look. Up through the clouds, across the back straightaway, the finish line, and winning by a score of 313 to 215, the Blue Alliance. And with that, technical difficulties moves into 5th place. And now they're going to carry that yellow card and all the other teams that have yellow cards until we're done with qualification matches. And at that time, all the yellow cards will go away. Everybody starts with a clean slate going into the elimination rounds. Don't do foolish penalties. Stop it. After match 78, one student representative from each and every team reported in the team queuing down the Blue Alliance end. Be prepared. Top 15 could be an Alliance captain if everybody picks inside of each other. And after your last qualifying match, report back to Dan Katansky, the lead robot inspector, to be weighed, sized, looked at, talked to. He can be bribed with custard donuts very easily. Be eligible for the Alliance selection.
All right. Match number 72, down on our Red Alliance, currently in 4th place, and winners of several imagery and creativity awards over the years, Team 4998.
From Flint, Michigan, it's Tesla.
Team 470.
Currently in 10th place from the Ypsilanti Grizzly Robotics.
Team 5704.
That's the goats out of Lansing, your Red Alliance.
Winners of Kettering last year, it's Team 4384.
Currently 11th from Troy, it's the Benzene Bots.
Next to them, Team 5523.
From Grass Lake, it's the Warrior Bots, currently in 14th place.
And Team 5530.
From Ann Arbor, driving their robot Larry, it's the Lawnmowers, your Blue Alliance. I heard a green light.
Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Red Alliance moving out in force, 49.98 moving up. They got the gear right there. They got it going into the airship. Pilots got a good swing and a miss on the Grizzlies. Blue Alliance has already got their gear deployed. Who got that one there? I think it was not the Lawnmowers. And Benzene Bots delivered that. Benzene Bots are over at the boiler trying to take aim at that. They going high or they going low? They're going high. Meanwhile, Lawnmowers out of Ann Arbor quickly getting gear. They had it kind of precariously in there, but with that hit, it went right into where their mechanism is. Meanwhile, the Benzene Bots coming in for the Blue Alliance, the gear retrieval zone. Lawnmowers already deposited theirs and making their way back, running their own partners, the Benzene Bots. They give that Red Alliance robot, 5704, the goats out of Lansing, a little love tap out in midfield. 55-23 trying to play a little defense of their own out there. Watch, you don't want to give them a Smurf sandwich there, guys. Oh, that one's not moving now. FTA's on top of that. That's John. Benzene bots are in the retrieval area. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies make their way back. They deposit their gear. Now they're at midfield. Almost like they were trying to wake them up there. That was a Lawnmowers out of Ann Arbor. I believe the robot's name there is Larry. Good old Larry with 45 seconds left. Lawnmowers dump another 100 fuels onto the floor. That sound, you know it, takes us into the end game of each and every match. There goes the Lawnmowers. Larry's up. Larry's touching there. Here comes the benzene bots. That'll be the second one. Can they get that third robot up there? 9 seconds left. Should be easy. We got 3. Now they got to hold them through time 0. 57 off. Trying to get a hold of that strap, but time expires. We have some happy pilots up there on the Blue Alliance airship. They're jumping up and down and high-fiving, smiling and saying, "Hi, Mom." Here come our scores. Winning by 10 points, the Blue Alliance, 265 to 255.
Match number 73 on our Red Alliance, Team 3568.
From Linden, Michigan, it's the Robo Eagles.
Next to them, it's 4362.
From Brighton, the Oswald Copperbot, it's the Gems, currently in second place.
And team number 1.
From Pontiac, it's the Juggernauts.
Down on our Blue Alliance, Team 2612.
Currently in 18th place from Waterford, the Corsairs.
Team 3414.
From Farmington, Michigan, it's the Hackbots.
And Team 201.
From Rochester, it's the Feds.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Gems making a rain down the corner for the Red Alliance. Meanwhile, Juggernauts deliver gear for the Red Alliance. Got one over on the far side. Can they get it up with 2 seconds? One. No joy on the Blue Alliance side. Meanwhile, Corsairs grab another gear. Now they shift, and down they go on the far side. Feds are over on the far side, already picking one up. Corsairs coming around. They like that middle lift station. Hackbots are in position. Feds are right there with them. Man, the Blue Alliance is cycling well. Let's see how the Red Alliance is doing. Gems are going down to the far side, coming all the way around. Back into the retrieval zone. Hackbots drop a whole bunch of fuel. Feds are in a little trouble there. There's a hopping mad little robot there. Hackbot. Here comes the plowing through the defense is the Corsairs and the Hackbots. They meet up with each other on the far side. Hackbots going up the middle, and the Corsairs are on the left-hand side. Got a little problem with the Feds trying to get the gear went sideways inside. Meanwhile, the Corsairs fly right past the Red Alliance defense zone. And they have another one in their possession. Quick like a bunny going back to the other side. Down to 40 seconds left to go in the match. Coming up to the center lift station. Hackbots are right there along with their partner, the Corsairs. Who's that? The Feds are in the corner. Feds come up into the... Still got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left in this match. Corsairs are going up. Feds are already there. Gems are up. Gems are engaged. We got one. Got two. Can we get that third one over there on the Blue Alliance side? That's the Corsairs are up. The Hackbots got to make it 2-2. And here come our scores. Coming across, pop through the cloud barrier, and winning by a score of 270 to 235, the Red Alliance. And with that, the Gems move into first place. Even more convenient. You got the Gems there. I got the Robo Eagles in 22nd. Juggernauts in 35th. Corsairs drop down to 20. Hackbots 29 and the Feds 21. Getting down there to the last few matches, folks. Remember, after your last qualifying match, please report in to the lead robot inspector, Mr. Dan Katansky, be re-inspected, weighed, sized, looked at, talked to, and even some bribery. All students or all teams will provide one student representative, very well prepared with a pick list, at team queuing immediately after match number 78. And if you're in that top 15, you could be elevated to become an Alliance captain. So watch how that picking goes and be ready.
Match number 74.
Definitely a chaotic mess.
All right. Down on our Red Alliance team, 47-76.
Our host team from Howell, Michigan, it's the Scott Spots.
Next to them, we have team 36-41.
From South Lyon, and they're also providing the machine shop here at Howell, the Flying Toasters.
Currently in second place, it's 302.
From Lake Orion, the Dragons.
Oh, down here on our Blue Alliance, they're a highest seeded rookie team their rookie year. It's team of 56-95.
From Redford, Michigan, it's the Heavy Duty Eagles.
Earlier this year in Ann Arbor, they won. Team 6101.
From Ann Arbor, it's Strange Quirks.
And they were finalists here at Howell last year, team 35-36.
From Heartland, driving their robot, Johnny Six. It's the Electro Eagles. And the coach on that is one of the Woody Flowers nominees. That's Matt back there. Good luck at the States, Matt, on that Woody Flowers. Always like watching those Woody Flowers groups. And the good selfish part of it is, one of my friends are going to win. It's kind of like a who's who of FIRST Robotics, you know?
Absolutely. All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Dragons up the middle and the Flying Toasters on the right side. Scott Bots come in a little bit shallow and turned right. Meanwhile, over on the Blue Alliance side, the Electro Eagles are making it rain on the Blue Alliance side. Oh, no, did they get any AKPAs out of that? Something's up with the audio. 6101 on the Blue Alliance. The Strange Quirks have their gear and making their way down the other side. The Heartland team, Electro Eagles, into the gear retrieval zone. Here comes the Dragons out of Lake Orion. Up to the right side of the blue ship. Quickly depositing that gear and getting it back down to the other side. The host team, the Scott Spots, right there. Got that little mechanism to take it from the horizontal plane to the vertical plane. You can call it X or Y, but they go to the Z plane rather quickly. Meanwhile, we got 3641. The Flying Toasters, those are the providers of the machine shop here at Howell. And the Electro Eagles get past the middle of the field and up into the retrieval zone again. Scott Spots, our host team, trying to get that last gear on there. Got 72 seconds left. Nice maneuver between them and their pilot up on the airship. Flying Toasters back for another go, along with their partner, number 2 seed right now, the Dragons out of Lake Orion. Quick like a bunny, the Blue Alliance. That's the heavy-duty Eagles out of Redford, grabbing a gear and making their way down to the far end of the field. Scott Bots are cycling well, making it another trip down. And the Flying Toasters, here comes the Dragons again. The Red Alliance is just racking them up. Got 37 seconds left to go in this match. That sound, you know it. That takes us into the end game. Now we're going up on the far side. Lecho Eagles are trying to get it. Scott Spots are in gear. Got one blue. Two blue. Can they get the third? They got to hold it through time zero. 7 seconds left. Up. And up. Okay, hold it through time zero. And up. Oh, yeah, baby. Another double, triple. Oh, yeah. Comes our scores up through the cloud cover, across the back stretch, and the finish line. And winning with a score of 325 to 307, the Red Alliance. And with that, the Dragons move into first place. Flying Toasters jump into 11th. Wow. This is such a fluid ranking this year. They're just jumping up and down. Three ranking points. Oh, they got. Well, they got the win. They got their rotors, and they got the boiler. No boiler. So they got 4 rotors as 160 points. Ready for takeoff. That's 150. And mobility was 15. Guys are doing great. The scores are starting to climb. You know you're playing in Michigan when you can score over 300 points and lose.
Match number 75 down on our Red Alliance. They won earlier this year in Waterford. It's Team 27.
From Clarkston, Michigan, driving their robot Gold Rush and currently ranked 20th. It's Team Rush.
Last year in their rookie year, they were finalists at a district event. It's Team 6081.
From Manchester, Michigan, it's the Digital Dislocators.
And rounding off that Red Alliance, it's Team 5203.
From Sanford, Michigan, it's the Follow Chaos Inhibitors, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, Team 3707.
From Brighton, Michigan, that's the Techno Dogs.
In the middle spot is 5502.
From Jonesville, the Cobras.
And rounding off that Blue Alliance is 5235.
From Chesaning, it's the Gears of Fortune, your Blue Alliance.
All right, pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
5203 goes straight up the middle onto the airship, trying to deliver that gear. Meanwhile, no joy on the dump, but they still get their shots off. Can we get any KPA out of that one? Got a 75-15 game going into the teleoperated portion of qualification match number 75 here in Howell, Michigan. Team Rush going down to the far side with their partner, the Digital Dislocators. And now the Volatile Chaos Inhibitors are joining them. Dropping a gear in midfield was the Techno Dogs out of Brighton. Digital Dislocators coming up the middle along with their partner, the Volatile Chaos Inhibitors on the right. Techno Dogs out of Brighton have their gears, doing a little shift action. Give a little love tap over there and slow down the Red Alliance. Trying to pick up some of that fuel on the way. Oh, they're endearing themselves to the field. Field Reset crew just loves that team. Digital Dislocators have a gear for the Red Alliance coming back in. Rush is over there with them, got another gear. Got 3 gears in front of Rush there. Can they get over to that lift station? Yes, they can. There goes Rush back down for another gear. Meanwhile, I don't think we have a bottom feeder on that Alliance, do we? Nope. 5502 is stuck right at midfield, but here comes Rush with another gear. Got 36 seconds left to go. Up and into the airship. And with that sound, you know it, we're in the last 30 seconds of each and every match. Be it a qualifying match or this afternoon, the eliminations, you'll hear that same sound. Blue Alliance got a slight lead. Got 3 rotors going for each ship. Digital Dislocators. Volatile Chaos is already there. We got 1, 2. 2 and 2 is not 22. It's going to be a close game. Ed Banana says, do not give the scores yet. Oh, and he's got a kid in the box, too. I see a student representative over there in the question box. Kind of like Jack in the box. We got kid in the box. And we're good. Here come our scores. And up on the screen, winning is the Blue Alliance with a score of 305 to 238. And with that, let's see. 52-35, the Gears of Fortune from Chesaning move into 11th place. Remember, if you're in that top 15, folks, you could get elevated to become an Alliance captain. So be ready. Even though you're not in the top 8, if you're in that top 15, you could be an Alliance captain. After you go to see Dan Katansky, our lead robot inspector, to be reweighed, sized, and inspected to be eligible for the Alliance selection immediately following match number 78.
Match number 76, down on our Red Alliance, team number 51.
Currently ranked 6th from Pontiac. It's the Wings of Fire.
Next to them, it's team 1189.
From Grosse Pointe, it's the Gearheads.
One of our rookies, in fact, they were the highest seeded rookie in Lansing earlier this year. It's team 6591.
That's the Stockbridge Panthers, your Red Alliance.
Down on the Blue Alliance, team 5697.
From Bridgeport, it's the Bearcats.
Team 4998.
Currently in 10th place from Flint, Michigan, it's Tesla.
And team 4384.
Currently in 7th place from Troy, Michigan, it's the Benzene Bots.
Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Red Alliance moving on up. It's making it rain over there. Nice smooth shots there by the Gearheads. Got one gear up there for the Red Alliance. You got a 80-15 game going into the teleoperated portion of qualification match number 76. This will be a spirited match. Meanwhile, the Benzene Bots coming around the far side, trying to lay down a little bit of defense. They meet up with the Wings of Fire out of Pontiac. There on the far side of the field comes the Gearheads around to the gear retrieval zone. Out in midfield, 65-91. The Stockbridge Panthers trying to make their way through that sea of fuel all over the place. Now they got to gear up on top. Gearheads coming around the far side again. 65-91 for the Red Alliance as the Stockbridge Panthers lining up on the right lift station of the Red airship. Wings of Fire, there they go. They get past the defense of the Blue Alliance. Trying to line up on that left lift station. It's there. Quick and like a bunny. He got that up there fast. 3 rotors turning for the Red Alliance. Gearheads are coming in, deliver another gear. Meanwhile, circling like a buzzard out there. Now they're coming in for a gear. 49-98. That's Tesla out of Flint. Down to 36 seconds left. Gearheads are over in midfield. That sound, you know it. That means we're in the end game. Gearheads are up rather quickly and get the light lit. Got 1 blue, 2 reds, 3 reds. Got to hold it through time 0. And they got the fuel on the floor before time expired. Good going. All right, let's take a look at our score as we lift off from the playing field, up through the clouds, down the back straightaway, and across the finish line, and winning 335 to 195, the Red Alliance. Oh, and with that, look at that, the Wings of Fire moving to 6th place. The Benzene Bots moving to 12th. 49.98. Tesla out of Flint is in 13th. Remember, and if you're in that top 15, you could be an Alliance captain. So be ready. Have your pick list ready. And in a couple more matches, we need one student representative from each and every team to report into team queuing down there in the Blue Alliance end. And when we get all 39 teams, we'll begin the Alliance selection stuff.
All right, match number 77. This is our next to last qualifying match before we go into Alliance selection.
Yay!
Let's see who we have down on our Red Alliance. They were finalists at Kettering 2 earlier this year. It's team at 2145.
From Fenton, Michigan, it's Hazmat.
In their rookie year, they were Rookie Inspiration Award winners. It's 5538.
From Saginaw, Michigan, it's the Viking Bots.
And last year in Lansing, they were finalists. It's team of 5238.
From Otisville, Michigan, it's the Falconators, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, team 5688.
From Pittsburgh, Michigan, driving the Robot Dottie, it's the RoboCats.
Team 66.
From Ypsilanti, it's the Grizzly Robotics.
And team 4840.
From Redford, driving the Robot Carl, it's the Panthers, your Blue Alliance.
Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers, behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Hazmat dropping in a few fuels into that boiler. Looks like we got 1 point out of it. That may be a decider later on. We'll have to find out. Looks like both alliances got their points. Got a 1 point lead for the red going into the teleoperated portion, 76-75. Ground feeder, that 66 machine out of Ypsilanti, the Grizzly Robotics. Drew the attention of the referee. Looks like the Blue Alliance made contact down there. We'll find out for sure later. 56-88 on the Blue Alliance. That's the RoboCats out of Pittsford. There they go. Pretty tough machine. Jumped right over the top of that gear. Meanwhile, here comes Grizzly Robotics. Bottom feeder has a gear on the floor in front of them. Quick like a bunny, they've got it back out to the field. '40, 48-40. The Panthers out of Redford laying down a little defense against the Red Alliance. Trying to cut that field off and make them take the long way around. So far, it's kind of successful. They got the 55-38 machine. Now they slowed down Hazmat. Hazmat just going around the far side of the airship into the retrieval zone. Here comes 56-88 on Blue Alliance. That's the RoboCats. And the Grizzlies are right there trying to grab some of that low-hanging fruit also. hearing that sound all the time. I think it's towards the end game. Mean Hazmat's out of Fenton, trying to line up on their rope to get ready for a liftoff. The Red Alliance got 1, 2 robots almost into play. 52-38's trying to get there also. The Blue Alliance, RoboCats are there. And the Grizzlies, 2 and 2, but the Red Alliance, the Falconators, weren't quite there yet. There we go. Let's take a look at our scores. And we're up through the clouds, across the back straightaway, across the finish line, and winning with a score of 281-255, the Red Alliance. And with that, all those Hazmat team moves into 11th place. 56-88 on the Red Alliance. The RoboCats move into 13th. Remember, if you're in that top 15, you could move up, so be ready.
All, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the last qualifying match of the day.
Yippee! Yay!
This is match number 78. Down on our Red Alliance, Team 1502.
From Chelsea, Michigan, it's technical difficulties, currently ranked 4th.
Team 830.
Currently ranked 7th out of Ann Arbor, the Rat Pack.
Team 5703.
From Midland, it's the Eagles crew, your Red Alliance.
Down on our Blue Alliance, Team 470.
Currently ranked 15th from Ypsilanti, the Grizzly Robotics.
Earlier this year at Gull Lake, not only were they finalists, they won the Chairman's Award there. It's Team 2834.
Currently ranked 3rd of the Bionic Blackhawks.
And rounding off that Blue Alliance, it's 5517.
Currently ranked 5th from Burton. Driving their robot, the Peacekeeper. The Engineers on Fire, the Blue Alliance. This is going to be cool, Brian. We've got number 3 seed, 4 seed, 5 seed, and 7 seed, 15th. This is going to determine a lot up in the top 8.
Oh, a lot of things could change after this match.
It might.
Might.
Unless there's a tie.
Pilots, prepare for flight. And drivers behind the lines in 3, 2, 1, go!
Technical difficulties going right up the middle along with their partner on the left side. Gears already deployed. Rat Pack misses to the right. No joy down on the far end for the Blue Alliance. They got the gear in up on top for the red. Reserve gear gets played by the Grizzlies pilot. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies, they flipped it right inside their machine. That's not cool. There goes the Rat Pack out of Ann Arbor, meeting up with the other Grizzly robot. It's another ground feeder. Here comes the Bionic Blackhawks. They're another ground feeder. Missed that one. They're stuck over there on the divider. Meanwhile, the Rat Packs come in for a gear. Technical difficulties trying to get onto that center lift station. 57:03 on the Red Alliance. That's the Eagles crew out of Midland delivering their own gear for the Red Alliance. There's a bunch of gears being delivered on the red side. Blue side, we got the Bionic Blackhawks. They're right in the mix of things along with their partners, the Grizzlies. Engineers on fire, another bottom feeder. Quickly acquires that gear in the retrieval zone. Grizzly Robotics has that gear out of the retrieval zone and quick like a bunny down to the other side. Engineers on fire working that side. Now they get pushed out of the way. Grizzlies are on the left. Coming up the middle is the Engineers on fire on the Blue Alliance side. Here comes the, who's that? Oh, that's the Rat Pack over there. 57:03, the Eagles crew. Now the fuel is starting to fly over towards the boiler. That's the Bionic Blackhawks trying to get a little separation. 180 to 95 with 18 seconds left. The Grizzlies 470 machine up and in contact. Followed by the Bionic Blackhawks and the Engineers on fire. Are there. Got three there. Rat Pack still trying to get one up. Got another gear trying to get. Is that a fourth one? It's a 5-point game. 5-point game. Ready with the scores from our last qualifying match of the day. And winning 285 to 280, the Blue Alliance. Oh, looky here, the Bionic Blackhawks move into third place. The Engineers on fire out of Burton move into fourth. Technical difficulties drops down to sixth. The Grizzlies move up into 10th place. And the Rat Pack drops down to 12th. Now we're going to go and get one student representative down in the Blue Alliance end to begin the Alliance selection process. All 6 of you robots in this match report to Dan Katansky, lead robot inspector, to be certified eligible for the Alliance selection for the elimination rounds real quick.
28-34. If you could come down to the queuing area for your representative.
Bionic Blackhawks, report to team queuing immediately, please. Bionic Blackhawks, report to team queuing now.
And if we could have 55-17, Engineers on Fire, come on down for queuing.
Lead robot inspector, Mr. Dan Kontansky, tells me from his fantastic, elite, super professional crew of robot inspectors that everyone is eligible to participate in the elimination rounds. Good job, folks. Thank you, Mr. Kontansky. Engineers on Fire, report to team queuing immediately. $52.35. Gears of Fortune, report to team queuing immediately.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alliance Selection. You've all done a fantastic job yesterday and today in the qualifying matches. But now we're going to pull up the top 8 seeded teams after 78 qualifying matches and find out who they want to invite to go with them into the finals. All right, we're going to pull up the top 8 seeded teams. You want to do that right now?
Well, okay, then we'll do the rules. Okay. Number 8 with a record of 7-5-0, and the only team to have a record of 7-5-0. 36-41 from South Lyon. The Flying Toasters. Come on down, buddy. Moving on to the number 7 seeded team. And they had a record of 7-4-1. Get a 1 point. It's kind of like hockey. 1 for a tie, 2 for a win. You don't get nothing if you lose. All right. 52-35. From Chesaning, it's the Gears of Fortune. Moving on to number 6. Also 7-4-1. Team of 1502. The technical difficulties. On to number 5th seeded team with a record of 8-4 from Pontiac, Michigan. It's the Wings of Fire. Congratulations, welcome. Great smile, great smile.
All right. Placed number 4 after today's competition, we have from Burton, Michigan, team 55-17, the Engineers on Fire. In 3rd place after the qualifying matches, from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, team 28-34, the Bionic Blackhawks. In number 2, from Brighton, Michigan, team 43-62, Gems. And seeded number 1 after the qualifying matches, from Lake Orion, Michigan, team 302, the Dragons. And you, sir, can put your bib on. Go ahead. Everybody else, wait. All right. Before we actually start the alliance selection, there's a few rules we need to go over. We're going to ask number 1 to invite somebody to go with them. Then we're going to ask 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then we're going to ask number 8 to pick another partner. And then we're going to go backwards and go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the captain of the number 1 will select the last team. Now, after we've selected all the teams, we're going to have some backup robots. If there's a problem during match play and a robot is eliminated because they have a breakdown or whatnot, you can replace the robot, and that will be made up of the next 8 highest seeded teams in ranked order. And we'll talk to them to make sure that they're still here and that they can compete. Now, there is one other major rule in this whole thing, is that once you say no, you can't accept from another team. So, let's say number 1 over here picks number 3. And number 3 decides that she would like to form her own alliance which is a completely acceptable strategy. There's nothing wrong with that. I know you're all going to go, ooh, anyway, but it is a totally acceptable strategy. But if she says she'd like to form her own alliance, that means number 2 cannot invite her, or you can invite her, but she can't accept. Now, if you are over there and you're not on the field, if you say no once, you can't accept from anybody else. If you do get pulled up onto the top 8 because of your ranking, then you still get to be captain of the alliance. But you may not know that when you say no and you're over there. There are some reasons why you may not want to say yes. If your machine was damaged really badly in the last match and you don't want to hinder your alliance, completely justifiable. I know we had a case a few years ago where a team had already qualified to go to states, and they wanted to make sure that another team had a chance to earn some ranking points to go to states. It was a very gracious thing to do, and that's what they did. So there are some reasons why you may not say yes, but probably not. I don't know how else to put it. Probably not. All right. Everybody good with the rules? Yeah? All right. Well, let's go over and see who number 1 would like to pick for his first selection.
On behalf of Delphi, General Motors, and the FCA Foundation, Team 302 of the First Alliance would like to select Team 51, Wings of Fire, to join our alliance.
And would you like to join their alliance or form your own?
On behalf of Team 51, the Wings of Fire, and all of our sponsors, we would love to start a fire with you.
All right, congratulations.
And with that, our 6, 7, and 8 move up. We're going to bring the number 9 seeded team. Team of 55-23 from Grass Lake. It's the Robo Warriors.
All right, Captain, you can make your selection. You can also put your number 2 bib on anytime you want, but we'll go through your selection first. All right.
On behalf of the Gems and our sponsors DTE and ASI, we would love to shine in the field with team number 27.
27, Rush from Clarkston, Michigan. And would you like to join their alliance?
Team 27 accepts your gracious offer.
All right, congratulations. You can put the number 2 bib on. All right, Captain, go ahead, put your bib on. Are you ready? Yeah? All right. Who would you like to select for your first pick? He's doing some calculus over here. All right. Are you good? All right.
Team 2834 would like to request the assistance of Team 66.
Team 66, the Grizzlies from Ypsilanti. And would you like to accept their offer?
We would.
All right, congratulations. All right, captain of the number 4, Engineers on Fire. Do you know who you'd like to pick for your first selection?
On behalf of Team 5517, we would like to request the assistance of 3536, the Electro Eagles.
Electro Eagles, 3536 from Heartland, Michigan. And would you like to accept their invitation?
On behalf of our sponsors, our school, and my team, I would grateful. Yeah, we accept.
All right, congratulations.
All right, moving over to our number 5 Alliance captain, technical difficulties. Who will be your first pick to man number 5 Alliance with you, sir?
On behalf of Team 1502, we would like to invite Team 6101 to join us.